Greetings troopers, welcome back to the Imperial Academy. So those of you from Outer Rim backgrounds possibly know a few people whom call themselves bounty hunters, professional trackers and mercenaries who will willingly go halfway across the galaxy to find someone for the right price. In that case, feel free to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy Galactic Empire or Star Wars content, and feel free to share this video to show your allegiance to the Empire. And without further ado, let's look into the Bounty Hunters Guild. Bounty hunting can be a very lucrative but dangerous profession, with plenty of credits to be made, which is why lots of people choose to become bounty hunters. Those who do walk this path can expect a very difficult hands-on career that will take them to many different locations throughout the galaxy. Do not let some of my descriptions fool you though. Bounty hunting is dangerous and not always so illustrious as it might seem. It contains very dangerous individuals as well as dangerous encounters which can result in injury or death, so it might be best to not pursue those ideas about leaving the Empire to become a bounty hunter. Of course, with that being said, most bounty hunters are experienced professionals and should definitely be revered. So with that, let's look into the history of bounty hunters and the guild, their culture and characteristics, and what their job involves day to day. The Bounty Hunters Guild has existed since before the Empire, and has operated mostly under the radar of the Republic for many hundreds of years, though that does not mean it hasn't went unnoticed. The Bounty Hunters Guild and its members have earned prominent reputations throughout the galaxy in the past years. This shouldn't be too surprising, as these individuals operated and still operate all across the many different galactic sectors, taking up bounties and hunting dangerous adversaries for different groups, factions and clans like the Hutts, Pikes, Black Sun or Crimson Dawn for example. While the Republic did not take much notice of the operations of the bounty hunting world, more recently attainable certificates were introduced by the Republic Senate, making bounty hunting a legitimate career and legalizing the process of obtaining bounties through assassination easier for those with these bounty hunting licenses. It also allowed bounty hunters the right to work for corporate and governmental bodies such as the Galactic Republic and nowadays the Empire. During the particularly precarious period in time for the Republic known as the Clone Wars, a few very prominent figures within the Bounty Hunters Guild became very prevalent. These included Cad Bane, a cunning yet unforgiving bounty hunter, Jango Fett, a very skilled and influential bounty hunter, Boba Fett, skilled like his father but can sometimes be very brutal in his methods, Aurra Sing, a deadly killer with very little remorse, Bossk, an efficient killer that is dedicated to his work, and Dengar. Yeah, not much to be said about him, he's just Dengar. These bounty hunters would leave a lasting legacy within the Bounty Hunters Guild and throughout the Republic, right up until the present day, where most of them are still revered even during the age of the Empire. Bounty hunting is a complicated profession, one which requires great skill, discipline and a proficiency in tracking down and either subduing or arresting a target. These targets, more often than not, range from a large selection of diverse individuals, all of which have committed a crime or heinous act which put a price on their heads, and it is up to the bounty hunters to bring them in dead or alive in order to receive their payment. Payment and credit flow is the number one most crucial aspect that keeps the bounty hunting world alive. There are of course some bounty hunters out there that hunt for honorary reasons or in the name of justice, but at the end of the day, the credits gained from completing these missions lies at the heart of the guild and its members as their primary reason for being a bounty hunter, even if what they are doing isn't considered morally correct. Speaking of which, the guild and its members are not exactly the most trustworthy individuals within the galaxy. That is why there is a code in place that sets the ground for what bounty hunters can and can't do as members of the guild. It states that killing another bounty hunter is prohibited, along with stealing another guild member's bounty to turn in for themselves. The code also forbids speaking openly about a recently turned in bounty, meaning they should be forgotten as soon as the credits are collected. This one is most likely to keep members of the guild from being actively hunted and killed by associates of the bounties themselves, but that is just my guess. Lastly, only certain guild members can partake in hunts organised by governmental factions, such as the Galactic Empire. Despite that, it's like I said, bounty hunters are not the most trustworthy individuals, and a good few go out of their way to ignore the code completely, which is to be expected given their line of work. Bounty hunters will often find themselves traversing to many different parts of the galaxy to locate bounties. Those with big prices on their heads are usually intelligent individuals, very well versed in covering their tracks and remaining hidden, so tracking and information gathering skills are crucial for bounty hunters to have in order to hunt their targets quickly and efficiently. Bounty hunters do work for a diverse range of clients, all of which have different reasons for hiring bounty hunters. These include a personal vendetta, a political or criminal rival, monetary gain, wanted individuals, and sometimes even just for sport. Whatever the job, if it pays well, you can almost guarantee that morals will be discarded. Along with that, bounty hunters need to know how to fight. The majority of the time, the individuals that bounty hunters pursue will be willing to risk their own life in order to avoid being captured, so martial combat and marksmanship are vital skills to have. This means that knowing how to use a blaster will save a bounty hunter's life when the time comes. Of course, I believe that the best bounty hunters in the galaxy are not the ones with the most credits, best gear, or ability to intimidate. No, the best bounty hunters are the ones who simply survive the longest. It is a dangerous galaxy out there after all, and that is no different for bounty hunters who reside within the forefront of the criminal underbelly of the galaxy, meaning death is fairly common. And with that, I think you are now well versed in the world of the bounty hunters and their guild. Thanks for watching, long live the Empire, and may the Force be with you.